Hey everyone, it's Val here and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you can tell, is going to be another Cooking with Val. If you guys see my little board right there. It's Cooking with Val episode 6. We are in the 6th episode. It has been a while since we've done one. As many of you know, I have moved since episode 5. And well, I don't really have any help filming or recording, but my mom is here visiting me. So she'll be helping me with recording everything and for episode 6. And as you can tell also in my background, we've got spaghetti. So we are making spaghetti today. Well, at least I'm making spaghetti today. I'll be making spaghetti for my mom. And we'll go ahead and show you guys the ingredients. But before we get to the ingredients, I do want to let you know at the beginning of the video that I am holding a 100 subscriber giveaway. I am super close, 25 subscribers away. So 25 people away from subscribing until I have 100 subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe down below. It is free. All you have to do is just tap the button or click the button, and the giveaway will consist of $100 worth of gift cards. So it can, honestly, I'm not sure what gift cards I'm going to do yet, but it will be $100 worth of gift cards whenever I do reach that. So if you guys are interested in that, then subscribe down below, and let's go ahead and get started with Cooking with Val episode 6. Alright, so here are my ingredients. So first ingredient we have, of course, our spaghetti noodles. Now this brand is the Berea brand. And then second ingredient, of course, is the spaghetti sauce. And this is the Prego Italian sauce, the roasted garlic and herb. And then we've got some Parmesan cheese, and the Ricanto grated cheese. And then for seasonings, I'm going to go with some garlic salt, garlic powder, and then some rainbow peppercorns. And then of course, forgot to take this out, but we have the ground beef. It is defrosted, and so that's why it's flipped over. But we've got the ground beef, and this is just from HEB. Oh, I'm not even recording, sorry. This is from HEB. This is the ground beef from HEB. And just 100% pure extra lean ground beef, 96% lean and 4% fat. So what I'm going to do is, just give me one moment. So right here I've got the Crystal Geyser natural spring water, and this is usually what I use for cooking. So I'm going to dump some of this into the pot, or pour some of it into the pot. I'm just going to pour it all. I'm going to need way more than that. So I'm going to use some just tap water, because that's all I have left is tap water, and we are low on waters. And my car, I can't really drive it right now because it's having issues, so we can't go to the store yet and go get waters. So we're gonna have to use what we've got here, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so now I've poured the water into the pot, and then I'm going to turn the stove on, and I'm gonna heat this up on medium heat. And then what I'll do is I will let the water get a little bit warm, and then once it warms up a little bit, I will put a little bit of olive oil, and then put the spaghetti in. So I am going to do the whole box of spaghetti, but yeah, I'll put the spaghetti, and then I'll put the olive oil as it heats up, and I'll probably also put some salt in there just to start seasoning it a little bit. And yeah, and then once the noodles are a little bit, like maybe halfway cooked, I'll start grinding the beef and cooking the beef, and everything will be put together. Okay, so now the water is a little bit warm enough, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pasta first, and I'm going to break the pasta in thirds. So normally what my mom does is I think she cracks it in half, but I'm going to do it in thirds, just so I think it'll be easier to eat, and because the pot's smaller. So I'm going to make the whole box. I'm going to start cracking or breaking them. And also the reason why I'm also doing thirds is because it does, you know, noodles do stretch, like they do grow when they're in there. So that's another reason why. Okay, so I've decided, and my mom and I have decided, that I'm not going to make the whole box. I think that'll be just enough, maybe even like a lot enough. And I'll save the rest of the box for another time. But what I am going to do is I am going to throw some olive oil. I'm just going to throw some olive oil. And then, aside from olive oil, I'm going to sprinkle some salt. Not sprinkle, but grind some salt in here. And then what I realized that I don't have is a pasta, what is it called? Like a pasta cooking utensil. So I'm just going to use my, the spoon cooking utensil. I'm going to mix it all up. Okay. So I mixed it all up, and now we're just going to let the noodles cook for a little bit, and I'll just keep occasionally stirring it until they get cooked, and then also once they're about halfway done, maybe even a little bit less than halfway done, I'll start with the ground beef. Okay, so the noodles are almost done, so now I'm going to start the ground beef and cooking the ground beef. So I like to, my mom was questioning my medium, because I usually start everything on medium. But just for the sake of the noodles being almost done, I'm going to put the temperature of the burner on like a medium high, and I'll go ahead and let that start cooling down, and I'm going to start warming up. Warming up. While it starts to warm up, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to grab my cutting board. And then I'm going to open the ground beef. Okay, so now that I've let the saucepan warm up, I put some oil, and then I'll let that oil heat up, and then while I let the oil heat up, I'm going to season the ground beef. So the seasonings that I'm going to be using for the ground beef are some garlic salt, some garlic powder, and then some rainbow peppercorns, which is just pepper. So if you want to come over here, I'm going to season the ground beef now. And then what I'll do is I'll use my hands and I'll kind of just try and spread it all out evenly. That's why I'm putting a lot. Because, well, as you can tell, pieces are covered. I'm just going to do the same with this. And you might think it's a lot, but it's only on one side so far. And I'm not going to go with as much pepper. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hands, like I said, and I'm just going to, like, I don't know, turn it around and just go like this. I'm not sure, I'm sure there's a proper phrase, but I don't know the proper phrase. Okay, so I think that's good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it all to the saucepan. Okay, and now I'm going to wash my hands really fast because my hands are all dirty. And then I'm going to grab a spatula and I'm going to start spreading it all out. Okay, so now that I've finished spreading it all out, I'm going to check on the pasta. And I'm pretty sure the pasta's ready. Let me just get my mom's opinion. What do you think?
It looks ready.
It looks ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the test. So if you all know the test, you grab a noodle. It feels a little more than ready. But you grab a noodle and then you just kind of throw it to the wall. And if it sticks, it's supposed to be ready. And if you look at that over there, you want to get close? It's pretty stuck, so it's not moving anywhere. So the pasta's ready. So what I'll go ahead and do is I will strain it. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my strainer and then I'm just going to go ahead and dump it in here. Let's see. And then from the strainer, I'm going to put it back in the pot while I wait for the ground beef to cook. So I throw it back in the pot. I think I lost a little bit. We lost like 2 little things, but that's okay. And should I cover it?
No.
No. So I'm just gonna leave it in there for now while I wait for the ground beef to cook. Let's go ahead and go back to the ground beef and see how this is doing. I'm going to have to grind it some more. But it looks like it's doing pretty good. And yeah, I'll go ahead and update you guys in a little bit. Okay, so the ground beef looks ready. My mom checked it too, just in case, you know, I was missing anything. But it looks brown. It doesn't look like there's any pink in it. So now I'm going to add the pasta to the ground beef. I'm going to lower the meat. I'm going to mix it all around. I'm going to just fold it. I'm going to fold everything so it's evenly distributed, at least close to being evenly distributed. What do you think, Mom? Does it look good?
Yes.
Okay. So I think everything's pretty much mixed in nicely. And then I am going to put just a little bit more of the seasoning and mix it all in. And again, so I'm going to put some more garlic salt. And then I'm going to throw in and sprinkle in some more garlic powder. And then a little bit more pepper. And then what I'm going to do, the last thing is, I will show you in a little bit, but I'm just going to mix all of this up together. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to do is, start real fast.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to add in half a block, so 4 tablespoons of butter. So I'm going to cut the butter up. Okay, and then throw half of it in there and half of it in there. And then there's a little bit on the knife, so I'm going to throw that in. And then I'm just going to stir it all around so it can mix, or so it can melt up. And I did want to use another brand of butter, but I forgot about it. And so I don't have the butter, but the butter that I would have used, because my brother and my mom one day made this really good spaghetti, and they used Kerrygold butter. So I really wanted to use that butter, but I forgot about it. It is a little more expensive, but it really made the spaghetti like taste phenomenal. And that was honestly, like since my mom's been making me spaghetti, that was the best spaghetti that I've almost like ever had, like homemade. So I wanted to get the Kerrygold butter so I could try and like replicate that, but this one will work and regardless. Okay, so now I'm going to pour in my tomato sauce. So I think I'm gonna start off with that much, and if we need more, then I'll go ahead and put some more. Let me see. I think it's gonna need some more. What do you think?
A little more.
Okay, so I think it's gonna need some more. And honestly, if I had an actual like pasta spoon, which I don't because I haven't made pasta since I've been here, I think I would have been stirring it a lot more easy. Using a spatula, I mean I could try this one, but I don't think it would just be as difficult, so just using my spatula. My handy dandy spatula. Let's see how that is. Now let's go ahead and stir it up. So, I think it's stirred enough, and we'll go ahead and come back with the taste test after we serve our food.
Okay.
So my mom is going to start with the taste test, and then I'll be second. She wanted to start it without the Parmesan first, but here is what it looks like in the bowl. And then here's mine. So go ahead.
Good.
I did good? Yay. Do you want to try it with the Parmesan too?
Sure.
It's brand new, so you might have to. We'll be after her. She's going to try it with the Parmesan first, and we'll go ahead and see what she thinks. So we have Charlie in the frame now. Hi, Charlie. So now my mom's going to try it with the Parmesan cheese.
Good.
It's still good?
So good.
Yeah? Cool. Okay, so now it's going to be my turn. Hi, Charlie. It's my turn to try my food. So just like my mom, I'm going to try the food without the Parmesan first. Oh, you know what? I didn't take a thumbnail. Hold on, friends. Okay, now that I took a picture of that, I'm going to try the spaghetti. I think what you're saying is right. So, it tastes good. I don't know if it's because we kind of put a lot of seasoning in ours, like a lot of over flavoring in ours, maybe. But mine doesn't taste like super seasoned. You taste the seasoning, you taste like, you know, the flavor in it, but maybe it could use more seasoning. That's why I brought the garlic salt, and then we have the Parmesan cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and try sprinkling a little bit of garlic salt and see if that helps. And then I'll go ahead and try and sprinkle some Parmesan cheese and see if that helps too. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it all up. You guys wanna watch me mix it? Okay. Then let's go ahead and see if that helped. I think that definitely did help a little more, and it just add a little bit more flavor, but not like too much. So I think that was the perfect amount of flavoring, and yeah, I think just for next time what I'll do is I'll remember just to add a little bit more seasonings while I'm cooking it and preparing it. And yeah, so that was a taste test, and I think we'll go ahead and end the video after we eat. Okay everyone, so it is currently 11:42 p.m., almost 12 midnight, and I am going to end the video. My mom and I, after we ate, we just got really tired. I'm guessing it's because of the carbs. I know that Italian food can do that to you. And I hadn't had spaghetti or Italian food in a while, so maybe that's kind of why it affected me like that. But I fell asleep around 7:30 p.m. and now I'm awake ending the video. But overall the food was pretty good. I do think I could have seasoned it a little better. Maybe I think it did lack just a little bit of flavor, but it wasn't like bad where like it was like, oh, this isn't good because it lacks flavor. It had the flavor, it just could have used a little bit more. So for next time I know to put a little bit more. Also, that was my first time making spaghetti on my own, so I think for my first time without really I did have a little bit of guidance because I did ask my mom a few questions, but other than that, I think for making it by myself, it turned out really yummy. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video now. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I am doing a 100 subscriber giveaway where I give out $100 worth of gift cards. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll know when it gets closer, but I am only 25 away, so if you guys want to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe, and then I'll probably, when I get closer, I'll probably post an Instagram picture. I'll have my Instagram link below, just Valerie Tellez YT, so Valerie Tellez YouTube, and I'll have that link down below, and you guys can enter the giveaway if you guys follow me. And there's going to be a picture and everything, and the rules and everything. But yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you guys enjoyed Cooking with Val episode 6, we're on episode 6, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you guys like spaghetti, or, no actually not if you guys like spaghetti, but comment down below what you guys want to see next on Cooking with Val, just any other recipes, and I'll go ahead and keep those in mind, and if I can, I'm sure I can do them, but when I do them, I'll go ahead and I'll shout you guys out in those videos, and I'll be like, hey, this person gave me this idea, this person gave me that idea. So yeah, comment down below other ideas for Cooking with Val, and don't forget to subscribe for more Cooking with Vals and just more videos in general, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone!